Assalamualaikum and very good evening to the honorable panels and my fellow friends. So today I would like to present my project SARJANA MUDA 2 with title of Contractor Management System CMS for Hayy Construction Sundrabahat. So my name is Alya binti Mohammad Nasiruddin with Matric number of B19EC3001 under the supervision of Prof. TS Dr. Wan Muhammad Nasir bin Wan Kadir. So this is my profile that you can go through in my slides later. So in this presentation, there are 6 topics that I will explain in details, which is introductions, literature review, and then we will go through the methodology, requirement analysis and design, and then to user interface that have been developed, and also the testing that been carried out. So first, we will go through the introductions of CMS. So Contractor Management System, or known as CMS, is actually a web-based system where the employee and management can communicate through an online system easily and efficiently. So the employee are able to record the attendance. They can also submit a claim request and leave application for approval. So human resource and finance departments will be able to prove the employee request for the efficiency of the management. So I'll explain on the client. So Hayy Construction Sundrabahat is actually our client, which Hayy Construction company is a Kuala Lumpur-based subcontractor, started as a subcontractor in 2017 and will become the main contractor in 2022. So over the years, the company have earned experiences in construction sector, such as upgrading the building and road infrastructure, by working on complex projects. However, the employee has several challenges while working on the site project, including there's no attendance record and the necessity to send the claim or leave approval to the office frequently. So I will explain on the problem statement of CMS. So the challenges for the employee is there's no attendance record. There also only a manual claim request and a manual leave application. So I will show you the example of manual claim request. So from here you can see there's only a receipt that have been clipped onto a piece of paper. So this is why it's really hard to store, and the ink tend to disappear by times. So it's really difficult for the staff to keep this invoice. Secondly is the manual leave application, which is a manual. It's a paper base where they need to submit to the office frequently, which is kind of hard for an outside employee that working on the site. Next is the project aim, where CMS aims to ease the contractors to record their attendance, submit a claim request, and leave management while they were away from the office. The management of Hayy company will be more organized, and the user can retrieve any information needed easily. So the project objective is first to study the current problems and issues of the employee management system of Hayy Construction company. Second is to enhance the process flow and purpose design of contractor management system as a solution for problems or issues identified in objective 1. Third is to develop contractor management system as a web based on process design suggested in objective 2. Lastly is to test and evaluate the developed application against the requirements and design specification. Project scope of CMS is actually an employee management domain. It's also a web-based system with a mobile support that the requirements include attendance record, claim request, and leave management. So literature review is I have done several research on the requirements needed by the clients. I found that there are 2 similar systems that requires the same requirement from our client, which is Proco, and Contractor Foreman, which is Proco is actually a web-based and mobile support system which mainly focus in managing budget and claim management, while the Contractor Foreman is actually a mobile application that mainly focus on attendance and claim management. So what's the comparison between existing system and the proposed system is that Proco provides the web-based system, mobile application, and also claim request, but there's no attendance record or leave management, while a Contractor Foreman only provide for mobile application and also the requirements inside the application is attendance record and claim request. However, our system provide all the requirements that are requested by the client, which are web-based system with mobile supports and also attendance record, claim request, and leave management. So we'll move to the methodology, where we are using the hybrid waterfall agile methodology. The waterfall methodology includes requirement, design, implementation, verification, and maintenance, where the agile method will be carried out during the implementation process, which the process include test, feedback, scrum, design, build, and deploy. So during the implementation of code, there is where the agile method are using, where we want to test whether the system working properly, that the requirement meets the expectation by the clients. So the testing will be carried out in this phase, the third phase, and the whole testing will be carried out at the end of the phase. So the software and tools that we are using is Laravel framework that and also the Laravel framework provide the blade. So we are using the template that been provided by Laravel framework. And then we are using CSS for the so we are using CSS, and also we are using MySQL database, and then we store all the codes inside the GitHub, and then I use ClickUp for the project management, and also for the IDE I'm using Visual Studio Codes, and for the design architecture I'm using enterprise architecture tools. So the system architecture is like this, where Laravel is a MVC architecture framework. So from here we can see that there are three major architecture, which is model, view, and controller. So on the view part, there is where we will code the Laravel. We're using the Laravel blade and CSS and JavaScript, where it's in the interface where we want to display to the client side. So after that, if the users make some actions, it will go to the controller, and the controller will store in the database. So in the controller, where the functionality are being coded to make the system function well. So the user will be given the access by role-based access control based on their roles itself. So this is the use case of our system CMS, which consists of three actors, which is employee, HR departments, and finance department, where there are 4 modules, includes registrations, where HR department can register the employee, and then the attendance module subsystem, where the employee can request the attendance, and HR department and finance department can view the attendance list. Second is the claim request subsystem, where the employee can make a claim and view the claim request list, while the finance department can make an approval and see the claim request list made by the employee. The last one is the leave management subsystem, where the employee can make a leave application and view the leave application, and the HR department can make an approval for the leave application, and also can view the leave application made by the employee. This is the registration subsystem, as you can see here, as what I have explained just now. So HR department can register employee, view, and also delete employee. So in attendance subsystem, the employee can record attendance, and both of the other actors can view the attendance record list. So in claim request, employee can make claim, and the finance department can view and delete and also make approval. Employee can make a claim request, view, and also delete the claim request, while the finance department can approve the claim request and view the claim request list. This same goes to the leave department, where employee can make application and finance can make approval and also view the list application. So in the database, where So for database, I will show you, this is the CMS database table, where it consists of several tables, includes the admins, where it stores all the users' data, and that attendance, claims, field job is the tables that provided by Laravel, and also we have leave, and migration also the tables that provide by Laravel, and then we have model has permission, model has role, which this is given the access or permissions for the users to enter several tasks or functionality in this system. And also we have role has permission, and then we have sequence table and some tables that not being used in this system. So first is the roles table, where we will store all the roles of the employee, and then the employee can enter the system based on the roles given. And then we have permission, where the employee letter can access the system by the permission given to the employee. This is the link among the roles and permissions. And then we also have admin tables, where it includes all the information for the employee. And then we have attendance, where it stores the clock in and clock out of the employee. And then we have claims table, where the employee can make a claim, and then the finance department can make approval by changing the status for the employee by ID. And same goes to leave, where HR department can change the status of the employee when they made the leave request. And then I'll go through the user interface. It's just focus more on the claim, where first is login page, where this login page is for all users. So once the users enter their username and password, they will be given access based on their roles. So for example, here is the roles, this is the access for employee role base, which is they can make login and clock out. This is the leave application page, where the users or employee can view the leave application list. And then this is the claim request page, where I will demo on the next video. And this is the role and permission page, where here we want to create roles for each staff, for staff who wants to access the system. And then we have employee page. This is the list of the employee with the roles given. And then on testing, during the testing, after we have developed the system, I'm carry out a black box testing, where black box testing is actually a type of software testing in which the functionality of the software application is tested without knowing the internal code structure, implementation details, or internal routes. So after the development of CMS, the black box testing methods has been carried out to examine the requirements and specification of the system. The tester will test the valid input to process the system user testing, SUT, and invalid inputs to verify whether the system can detect them. So a tester is required to determine the expected outputs of all information, all inputs, and construct test case with the selected inputs. So the tester also will compare between the actual and expected output to detect any errors. If there's some issues found during the testing, we will stop it and the functionality will retest. So the claim request module test cases are mentioned next in the next page, where you can see the remaining test cases in STD. So this is the example of make a claim request, where we have tested as the employee, when the employee clicks on the make new claim under the claim request menu in the sidebar. So it will display, it will navigate the employee to the claim request form. So the employee will need to insert all the data provided. And then when the employee clicks the save button, the system should display the successful message which is the test case is passed. So in conclusion, the objective for all that we've mentioned earlier has resolved, which is to study the current problems and issues of the employee management system of Hayy Construction Company. Second one is to enhance the process flow and propose design of contractor management system as a solution for problems or issues identified in objective 1. Third one is to develop contractor management system as a web-based system on the process design suggested in objective 2. Lastly is to test and evaluate the developed application against requirement and design specification. Thank you.